Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. When I look for information and for news, and I go from place to place, I sometimes get to a certain kind of media outlet where they have certain articles that are live, which are in the process of being updated or expanded. And they give you just a little bit of a summary of the article that will be expanded in a few hours. And depending on how hot I think that article is, hot, you know what I mean, I pick it while it's still in the process of being expanded, which is just a little piece of information with not too many details in it. That's exactly what I did with this one right here, because I think this is a very important article. Now, this article comes from Sputnik, so put your Russian filters, on, as you would put the Ukrainian filters on when I pick articles from the Ukrainian media outlets. Now, what's going on here? This is an article that I found in Sputnik, and not only, it's another article, it's another media outlet, a Pakistani outlet, that I found the same article, but just taken from the Russians. So this is in the, as I said, in the process of expanding. This is what's happening. Let me put you this here. So this is Sputnik International, and these are live updates. So usually when they have live updates, they have just short articles. See right here, this is just a short little article that's going to be expanded later. You see, just short, a few paragraphs. And then I found here, right, this one. This is something that will come back later. So it's 9 hours ago, but it's just as I said, there's a summary. I'm waiting for more details. I found this is from Sputnik, as I said. Danish mercenaries implicated in Ukraine conflict, the Russian ambassador claims. Danish mercenaries have been spotted taking part in the Ukraine conflict, and Copenhagen does not hamper their recruitment, Russian ambassador to Denmark Vladimir Barbin told Sputnik. I don't know how Copenhagen could do that, but anyway, just say, hey, don't go. I mean, if you're a free person, you can go and do whatever. Now, and then there are consequences. And I'm quoting the ambassador. Danish mercenaries also popped up in Ukraine. The Danish government did not prevent them from being recruited by the Ukrainian embassy in Copenhagen, although such activities are contrary to the status of a diplomatic mission, end quote, Barbin said. So the Ukrainian embassy cannot do these things, cannot get engaged in this kind of activities of recruitment. Now, I know for the Ukrainians, probably those are volunteers. For the Russians, those are mercenaries. We're going to find out some other time the exact details on that. But as I always say, there's no smoke without fire. Now let's go to this one. This is I found to be a Pakistani site, and they have the same article coming from Russia Today, which was published today, February 5, 2023. Danish mercenaries implicated in Ukraine conflict, Russian ambassador claims. Now is the same without the eggs here. The same thing here. So Danish mercenaries have been spotted taking part in the Ukraine conflict, and Copenhagen does not hamper their recruitment. So it's the same thing. Now I want to know who Urdu Point is. So I went here to see Urdu Point, the place where I got this information right here. And I found that is an Urdu language web portal of Pakistan, launched on August 14, 2000. It is the 6th most visited website in Pakistan, and its global rank is 1045 as April 2016. So being the in this position, the 6th most visited in Pakistan. Now Pakistan has a big population, right? 243 million, I think I saw over there. So it's not like the Baltic states, which are all together are, where is it? Let me go back here. What the hell? It was easy right here. population of almost 243 million people. So it's not something that being the sixth most watched in a population of 200 and whatever 60 million people is not something important. I think it is important. Doesn't mean that they can jump the gun. Yeah, in this case, they picked this article up from Sputnik like I did, and for me, there's no way to verify it as of now. The details. The article comes from the ambassador in Denmark, the Russian ambassador in Denmark. Now, let's put it this way. Is this possible? His problem here, the ambassador's problem, is not that the mercenaries exist, it seems like. His problem is with the Ukrainian embassy that get engaged in such activities that are not fit to a diplomatic mission. The thing is, he says they're mercenaries. If I were Ukraine, and I think Ukrainians are not idiots whatsoever, they will not say, well, okay, man, come over here. We're going to pay you this for this. We're going to pay you this. I think I would do it through at least one or two intermediaries. So that means I'm not going to go do it directly. So I don't think the Ukrainian embassy, when Gigi walks in, hey, I want to fight for you guys, but I need money. All right, here it is. How much are you thinking? Oh, well, we don't pay. We pay this much. Oh, no, man. I don't think that's the way conversation goes. I mean, I gave it to you like this, but I'm assuming it will be a little bit more, nuanced. So I don't think it happens like this. Probably say, okay, you gonna fight as a volunteer? What? Volunteer? Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. But, okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about this later. Got it. When you go, we're gonna sign the documents in Poland at the point where you're gonna be recruited and armed and, everything given to you, all the equipment. And then when you walk in Ukraine, you're gonna be a volunteer. All right, okay. So they signed probably some intermediary, papers with all kind of euphemisms over there. And then when he gets to Poland or another location, then they sign, yeah, I'm this. This is a contract or something. That's how I would do it, at least. And then when you get to Ukraine, you go to Ukraine like a volunteer. You think I'm crazy? Well, go around the block a few times and see how things work. And that's an easy way, what I said right now. They can just say maybe, as I said it, yeah, man, I need money. Okay, we're going to give you this. Okay, man, deal. Yeah, let's go. Could be just straight like that. And the Russians, found out, what are they going to do? Nothing. Why? Because this is not going to be promoted by New York Times or Washington Post or Wall Street Journal or BC or, Zeit or Bild or whatever. It's not going to be like this. They will keep their mouth shut about it. And the Russians already are discredited because they are the bad people. So anything they say, it must be wrong. Because look, you tell me, you show me in all the Western mass media, one thing that the Russians did not do bad. Tell me. The invasion is failing, even though they already conquered or took over Ukrainian territory, or they're losing, or they're criminals, or they're bad. Okay, well, there's some allegations. Let's investigate them and find out. And people who will be found guilty should be, brought in front of of justice and so on. Bring your evidence, counter evidence, and let's see where the chips may fall. But the same thing you should do with the other side as well. If not, then I'm sorry, no. That's how it works. But the problem is, in real life, the victor, makes all the decisions and will conduct itself however it wants. One example is the Nuremberg trials in Germany, when after the Second World War, the Allies conducted that very much studied in the law courses, the Nuremberg trial. And it was very much, very much studied. So look at that one, and then you wonder why certain guys don't want to come in front of the victors, if they can, the victors' trials or something like that. Yeah? Maybe your friends are arresting you and going to drop you there like they dropped Slobodan Milosevic of Serbia. Remember that one? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on here. I don't know if Danish mercenaries are recruited. It's a possibility, 100%. It's a probability. I know I would go 80%. Why? There's a lot of people that go over there and fight on both sides. They are mercenaries. They're paid. If you think that the other side is the angel side and the other one is the, I don't know, Satan's side, I mean, grow up. Not you, because you're here with me, so we're good. But I'm just, making a point. The same is just, it's not black and white here. Oh, is that okay to say that? Or up and down, plus and minus? Sorry, my bad. Please forgive me. Anyway, yeah, it's not black and white here. It's just, there are nuances, and especially in such a hot situation as a war. It's not, we're the good ones, the other ones are the bad ones, and 100%. No, it's sometimes like this. So yeah, I think there are mercenaries in Ukraine on both sides. How do I know that? Let's read a few books from the past, and somehow we humans evolved to such a moral standard in 3 years or 1 year or something. How that happened? No, I don't believe that. So if you look back in history, remember those military advisors that the U.S. sent in Vietnam? They were just military advisors. Yeah, you remember the Gulf of Tonkin incident that the U.S. started pounding of Vietnam. You remember that one? How true that incident was. Read about it after what? After almost 50 years or something like that. They came out, oh, no, actually the Tonkin, it was, I don't know, 30 years or so. Oh, actually, it didn't happen like we said it happened, but now look what happened. Who's paying for that? I mean, you want to go to Iraq war? A country was destroyed. On what kind of, what basis? What kind of evidence? Of intelligence community? I don't believe anything these guys are telling me. From the intelligence community of, actually, nobody, but these guys just so badly that is like, oh my God, you're unredeemable, which is the U.S. intelligence community, and the British. Did they find those weapons yet? Yeah, they found them in their heads. And then what happened based on that information? A country was and all that, right? And then anybody was punished for that? Anybody brought in front of a Nuremberg trial by any chance? I'm not defending those guys in Nuremberg trials, but read about it from as many perspectives, and you're gonna find out more than is the accepted view, or original or not original, official view. That's more than that, and it's for your own enhancement of knowledge. That's it, just for intellectual reasons. Things are done. But I'm saying, when you ask these guys to come over here, we're going to judge them, we're going to put them in front of a trial, well, you get the other ones. Get the Serbian, Yugoslavia bombardment from 1999. Anybody? Was that legal? No. Was anybody punished from the good side? No. Why should they be? Well, because it was not authorized by the United Nations. That was an illegal bombardment. So anyway, by the United Nations standards, the rule-based world order, remember that one? What are the rules here? The ones that we say and the ones that we break whenever we want. But you guys, you gotta follow all of them, obey them all. So yeah, mercenaries. We're gonna find out later if indeed they're Danish mercenaries in Ukraine, which I don't doubt that might be. I mean, as I said, possibility 100%, probability 80%. And they don't have to be Danish. They could be Ukrainian Danish, if you know what I mean. Or other people who just want, I don't know, they have a certain kind of life and they want to do what they do for money, that's all they know. There's many reasons. Well, mercenary is not going over there because they love Ukraine, okay? They go over there for other stuff. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.